told you about Binance Charity, and they're a not-for-profit organization dedicated to the advancement of blockchain-enabled philanthropy towards achieving global sustainable development. We're really pleased to have with us today the Senior Vice President of Binance Charity, focusing on strategy, partnerships, and philanthropic campaigns. His name is Jared Winn. He's been a guest on the Bad Crypto podcast. We'd like to welcome him now to Virtual Blockchain Week. Mr. Jared Winn, how you doing?
Good to see you as well.
We're excited. I see that the Crypto Against COVID campaign is now over $3 million.
Yes, actually, as of this evening or tomorrow, that should even be even higher. So I think it will be closer to about 4 million after we include Binance's match.
Wow.
That is amazing. And so aside from, folks doing the VIP thing and we're donating half of those proceeds to the COVID for crypto for COVID, how can other people donate? And I assume since it's Binance, right, they can donate crypto to the charity, correct?
Absolutely. Primarily crypto. If you go to binance.charity, you can see all of our different projects that we're working on, including Crypto Against COVID, and you're able to make a contribution directly to the project. You can go, there you go, and you hit the donate button. You can choose the denomination, whether it's Bitcoin, BNB, BUSD, and continue through the process after you hit donate there. And we have 100% of proceeds actually go towards the cause. We don't take any of it. We put it directly towards the cost of PPE materials for hospitals and first responders.
And you can
if you have any Ripple, you want to donate all of that.
Donate Ripple. I mean, it's about 19 cents right now. So go ahead and give all your Ripple. Tell us a little bit about what you're seeing there as Binance has developed this charity arm.
So one of the biggest problems that we're encountering is that our medical staff, our medical professionals are unable to have the protection that they need to provide us the care that we require. It starts with them. They see the most of us in the most damaged of conditions as a result of this pandemic, and they themselves aren't safe. So without them being safe, they're only going to continue the spread of this, and it's not good for them, not good for their families or anything for that matter. So we did a fair amount of research on the best ways to support in this pandemic, and the way that we found was to provide high quality PPE supplies to the hospitals, the medical professionals, and first responders in this pandemic. And that said, it's so far so good. We've been able to provide several 100,000 masks, tens of thousands of protective suits, and even more beyond that. So this is just kind of the start of it. And we really hope that we can be a driving force and we can unite the crypto community with some positivity against COVID-19.
So say someone donated a large amount. Are they able to see exactly? Is it like you say it's transparent? So how does the transparency access work? So I could see, oh, I donated X amount, and I see that went for this to there. Is it tracking from A to Z? Like how clear and transparent is it?
It's completely transparent. So that's one of the major value propositions of Binance Charity is that we can show you where the donations go from start to finish. And we use blockchain technology to show that and to prove that. It's one of the biggest dilemmas of charities today is that once you donate, you never know where your money goes, and you can only trust what it is that's being said. In this case, you can see the donation records from start to finish of every donation that's occurred, along with the transaction ID that took place for that donation. And then furthermore, you can see the allocation records. And in each of the allocation records, you can actually see the country or the region that we sent it to, as well as the transaction ID and the amount that was sent to that country. And then we've also attached all of the invoices related to those amounts. So from the start all the way to the finish, you see exactly what the costs were and what countries received those benefits. And we're only going to work on creating more transparency in this process in the future. But that said, we try to be as transparent and as clear as possible when it comes to these things.
Yeah, this is really great. As you can see on the screen, everything right here is absolutely public. Some people choose to attach their names to it. I mean, hey, we've got Alex Tapscott on here, donated 0.285 BTC. Now, we don't know if that's actually him or not, right? Somebody could have just put that name in. That's one of the things that we can't track for sure, but we do know it came from this wallet. Here's the transaction ID. right here.
Yep. And now that's one thing that we're actually working on as a KYC component to this as well, not only for donors, but for end beneficiaries, where we can verify that that was an actual person that made that donation. But that said, I can confirm that that was Alex Tapscott that made that donation. And furthermore, there's several others on there too that are of sizable amounts. And we extend invitations to anybody who wants to participate in this campaign. We're matching all donations 2 to 1. So that means a donation of $100 becomes $300. A donation of $100,000 becomes $300,000. So we can really drive some huge impact when it comes to this.
Wow, look at this one here. Integro Foundation donated 44.5 Bitcoin.
Yes, that was $333,000 from Brock Pierce and the Integro Foundation. And we have some announcements coming around that very soon.
That is amazing. So that turned into $1 million essentially, right?
$1 million driven from 333,000.
And Brock is actually rounding out the lineup tonight. He's going to be our closing keynote. So we'll make sure to ask him about that as well.
Wonderful. Yes.
Great stuff.
What else? Travis, go ahead.
Yeah. So what else is going on with the whole Binance Charity thing? So not just, the crypto for COVID, because that's one thing that we're thinking about now. But what are some of the other key initiatives that you're working on? And maybe, what are some of the things that are going to be popping up, over the next few quarters potentially?
There's been a lot that Binance Charity has worked on in the last year, and a lot of it has been pilot opportunities and basically determining where the biggest impact can be driven. And we have a couple of major motives. One is to improve transparency and trust in philanthropy, and the other is to drive the adoption of cryptocurrency. And with the adoption comes along education. So what you'll see from our current and previous projects, we've done a lot of work in Africa, feeding hungry children, driving education, and we have done relief for the Australia bushfire. In addition to that, coming up, we have some very unique projects. And again, it all ties into ensuring that there is transparency to the last mile of these efforts. And what you'll see is that we have new initiatives coming very soon that includes the one specific instance of it is including other charitable organizations. And what we would like to do is we would like to help other charitable organizations leverage and implement blockchain technology in which they can prove where their impact is being made, just as we've done with our organization. And we feel that that's one of the biggest fundamentals of blockchain technology right now that can really drive the trust in the technology, is showing that this can give 100% proof of donation as well as evidence to these efforts being made. So it's
so
with
helpful.
Great hope that we'll be doing a lot more to come, and we'll have a lot more announcements to be sharing with you guys over the coming months, especially as we overcome COVID-19.
What I really love about this, Joel, is the fact that most charities do not have any transparency. And so this right here sort of is revolutionizing really charities and the way that people give, because people want to give. People are charitable by nature. They want to help out. They're empathetic. But I think a lot of these, existing charities, you don't necessarily trust them so much because, when the executive director's making several $1 million a year, like, really, are my funds really going to what they say they're going? So kudos to you guys for making things transparent. I really like that.
Absolutely. And thank you for that. And I think that greed is something that we'll always have to battle. Humans will always battle with greed. And I think trust is what's going to overcome it. And technology is going to be there to help us fight it right at the front lines. So thank you again for the kind words. And I do hope that, everybody as part of this conference will want at some time or another have a chance to join forces with us.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you, Jared. We appreciate what Binance is doing with Binance Charity. And thanks for coming on today and sharing with us.
Yeah. If you feel it in your heart right now, go to Binance.charity and go donate, because you don't just have to wait. You can do it right now. You're feeling it? Go there and do that and help out that cause.
Feeling it.
Takes
right
minutes.
Now.
So.
All right. Thanks, Jared. Take care, buddy.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care, everyone.